talk to me.
Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Moe's Guitars is the proud sponsor of Girls Talk Rock. Over 35 years of helping girls and guys rock. Moe's Guitars, M-O-Z-E, guitars.com.
Welcome to Girls Talk Rock, where the musician's creativity finds its voice. And here are your hosts, Tracy Smith and Beth Venus.
Oh, yeah, you've got a switch right there. Just turn it, like, right, you're down. Yeah.
Hey, good evening. How is everybody doing out there in California? Tracy, no rain today.
Yeah, that's good.
And that's good because we have our guests here today are from way up north who just adopted the damn Rams. We have some friends here from Orange County, California. We have Nathan Wright and Kurt Hartman from California Sound Studios, one of the most exclusive places to be for recording, for our artistic development, for booking and developing artists. And, for all our listeners out there who are musicians, and that is most of our listeners, musicians, want to be musicians, and the lover of musicians, these are some people you really want to listen to and tune in and see what is going down in 2016 with California Sound Studios. Huh, Tracy?
Right on. So we're going to get right into it, and we're going to want to find out from our beautiful guest right here sitting next to me. Tell us the story of who and what and where and when. No, not all that at once, but at least who you are and what's going on with you.
What's happening with California Sound Studios?
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, it's two companies. California Sound Studios is a recording studio, and we do everything that a microphone can handle. Everything from, music, of course, of every genre to audiobooks and commercials and movie soundtracks and, jingles and all kinds of stuff.
That keeps you busy right there.
That's good.
It's like a whole
full service.
So my brother, his name is Jesse. He is incredible, and he's able to run these recording sessions for pretty much any situation.
And you guys are pretty decorated. I mean, I just got to start off right now by saying, if you go online and look at your biographies, starting with you, Nathan, you've got your schooling done, which is really great to hear. So
I couldn't wait. Yeah, I went to school. I started, JC Junior College, and I think it was when I was 17, I was on home studies, and I was able to start taking basic credits, and I had my associates by 18 and a half, 19, and was able to focus on my sales and business degree there. And got a lot of great experience. I actually got working with a company that did like kind of a motivational business development kind of classes and product that they sold. So while I was going to school, I learned these tactics of innovative business techniques and selling techniques and stuff, and was able to incorporate that into my father's legacy. So, it's my brother and my father that really, I stand on their shoulders. My brother, he's my younger brother. He's amazing, technically savvy and software savvy. And my dad, he used to play guitar and keyboards and trumpet for a few successful bands. And
yeah, just a few.
We should name a few now.
Yeah,
Kansas is my favorite band of all time, and when I heard he played with Kansas, I'm just like, I gotta talk to this guy because that's like
Chicago,
my favorite.
Sonny and Cher. The list goes on and on.
Big names.
So knowing that and that's something else. He's not in the room with us today. Frank Wright is somebody can look up. But your dad also, he's got his master's from the Conservatory of Chicago in. Which is, by the way, as somebody with a bachelor's in music, you got to really love pain to go do that.
Really love it.
And so and then of course he's got his sons working with him. Mm-hmm. You guys kind of create the trifecta of a really perfect package over there.
We had to. One of the key elements when I was learning, business, 101, as you say, was don't reinvent the wheel and use what you already have given to you. So I had to think, what can I establish and develop, with business ethics that I already have kind of a legacy on. That was my dad. So with his resources and contacts and, his musicianship, I approached him and I ended up getting into, after I graduated high school, I put together what was back in the day called raves.
Raves, we remember those.
We love raves.
Back in the late 90s.
Yeah, I think my bass player's listening.
Usually
He loved
disco's a
those.
rave, but it's all good.
Yeah. And they, let me put this mic. Can you guys hear me okay? I think
Yeah, we're totally good.
now I can totally hear myself way more now.
Nice.
buddy.
So,
Marketing person needs to
yeah, after high school, in between college and stuff, I started booking and promoting these rave parties and made some money, and went to my parents and was like, what should I do with this money? Buy real estate and whatnot. And they're like, yeah, you should start a record label.
But that was a common sense thing to do at that point, right?
I actually went to them. Well, should I go into real estate? Was the first question. And they said, no, let's start a record label.
Yeah, because you're in Orange County, real estate would be the first thing people would jump at. We have you here today because I'm so impressed. We've known each other for a little while now, coming and going up and down the coast. I'm an original Orange Countyan, and I'm kind of love being a San Diegan the past 10 years of my life. But I love going up to the studios up there. It's one of the most beautiful studios you're going to find anywhere. Really,
it's
anywhere.
an amazing studio. We have the most updated equipment and software. We have, professionals like No Doubt and Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg and Warren G. and
Every time I go over there, I see somebody coming out that I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah, we have a plethora of major professionals. But really, what the passion and the whole foundation of the business is finding and establishing new talent. So we have a record label. And, it's called Right Records. It's our last name. And we're under Sony Music Entertainment, Sony Music Group, SMG, SME. And it's a division of the Orchard, which we do distribution and publishing and radio and promotions and all kinds of stuff to establish and develop talent. So, we have a very innovative and credible record label because of the sense that we have the capabilities of a major label, but what we're doing is giving artists 100% ownership and creative control of their music. So it allows new artists to establish themselves and build a career to get recognized and make money on their talents.
To make it a career, yeah.
Exactly.
Well, this is why I think one of the reasons we're so excited about having you here today. For our listeners who know we've had artists on, we've had producers on, we have, talent buyers from different areas, but you guys are really one big umbrella of a lot going on. And we're going to explore it more in the second section, but really artistic development is one of those things that you guys do, looking for artists and your team of people that you have there. I know Tracy and I always come up with, we have the same things we're coming up on. But what's the biggest thing you guys are looking for when you're looking to develop an artist? Is it their live presence or their what they're going to present digitally first?
Combination of things. And it's pretty vast. Everything from, specifically innovative, creative, original material. Let's start there.
Good start.
So you only work with original artists then, yes?
Well, if not, you already are putting yourself into a bind of, you're going to have restrictions and you're going to have license fees and a lot of the income that you make is going to go to the original composers and artists. So if you really want to make, a foundation and build a career, you're going to need to be able to handle your own, and you need to be able to write your own music. So, yeah.
Now, when you're saying write your own music, and we're doing this for our listeners who are, all different levels of musicians they all have a dream, right?
When you
writing
get
their
to a
music, are they
certain
writing
point-
their own music, or are they recording it and having someone jot it out?
Well,
like,
when
what's
you have the
happening with that?
budget, initially you need to establish yourself. In today's game, there's a plethora of amazing talent from writers and musicians and singers and vocalists and all this stuff. American Idol taps into a very specific niche of just vocalists and performers.
Mm-hmm.
There's musicians, there's writers, there's composers that are all amazingly talented on this level.
Right.
So when you get to a Taylor Swift, Katy Perry level, sure, you can hire the best writer and composer to make your next hit single.
Right.
Absolutely. On this level, what we're looking for is new talent. They're not going to have that $1 million per song budget, so they're going to need to be able to write a hit on their own and be able to perform a professionally recorded song the way it sounds. They're going to be able to. They need to be able to perform it the way it sounds recorded.
You would like to be able to have them go out into the club, perform it live exactly how it sounds on the record.
Exactly. So we need to be able to come into the studio and record a song and perform it on the same credible basis.
I like that, having legitimate artists who will come in and play.
Now, on top of that,
Yeah.
now let's start splintering the shell of what it takes. There's going to be problems. This is business. You're going to need to have communication skills, diligent work ethic, high goals. You're going to have to really strive to succeed in this game. If you settle for second best, you're going to get it.
It's interesting to hear you say, because I think so many artists that we speak to,
Right.
and then we go to so many shows, Tracy, they're like, well, if and when and how. And hearing Nathan, just highlight, set the bar high and work with people who are going to do for you.
Yeah, and I think a lot of artists think that they're just going to, because I'm great, I'm wonderful, I'm the best,
Mm-hmm.
I've got the look, I've got the...
I get 3
I've
of those
got everything.
appointments
A
a
day.
day.
Yes, that's what I'm...
Don't
that's
you
what
know
we're
who I
saying.
am?
Yeah, it's like, good Lord.
Well, I think going into our second segment, because here we are closing out already, we really want to get into those details.
Yeah.
Because our listeners, we want you besieged at the end of this session, but we want you besieged with artists who are ready.
Let me give it to you
And
because
ready to go.
come to me with what it takes. I really want to hear from you.
We'll talk about it next session. You
All
ready
right,
to go?
so when we come back, we're going to get into about the company, specifically California Sound Studios. We're also going to talk about what it took these brothers to build such an awesome studio.
And we've got Kurt Hartman here, one of their talent buyers, and looking to do so much. He'll be here next session. See
All
you
right,
soon.
thank you, WSRadio.com, the worldwide leader in Internet talk for having Girls Talk Rock. We'll be right back.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Thank you for listening to WS Radio. Improve your business and your life with useful information from experts and thought leaders. WS Radio is radio with ROI.
You may have heard me brag about Progressive Medical Center and just how much they've helped me with my health. And Dr. Goley, one thing that you have helped so many people with is migraines.
Unfortunately, there are millions and millions of Americans who are suffering with migraines and headaches, and they're debilitating because it affects the quality of their life, and they cannot function properly. At Progressive, we get to the root cause because we understand that migraines could be caused by nutritional deficiencies, hormonal imbalances, believe it or not, delayed food sensitivities. And once we determine what the real reason is, we put a plan of action together with medication that we get them off slowly, and we put them on an all-natural approach, and the results are amazing.
Incredible. I mean, there's so many people that can say they don't live their lives with migraines anymore thanks to Progressive Medical Center.
And that's what's exciting and rewarding to us as physicians, because we help our patients take control of their health, and that's why they're living well.
Why don't you get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today? Don't live in pain. Don't have migraines anymore. Just go to their website, progressivemedicalcenter.com.
This is your life. Live it well.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit moesguitars.com or their Facebook page. MOZEguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect. Be sure to tune in weekly to Vin Village Radio for exclusive, in-depth interviews with the who's who in wine and food.
talk to me.
Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Moe's Guitars is the proud sponsor of Girls Talk Rock. Over 35 years of helping girls and guys rock. Moe's Guitars, M-O-Z-E, guitars.com.
Welcome to Girls Talk Rock, where the musician's creativity finds its voice. And here are your hosts, Tracy Smith and Beth Venus.
Hey, Beth, I think we're back.
Hey, I'm so glad to be here. If you guys didn't pick up on the first segment, we're here with Nathan Wright and Kurt Hartman of California Sound Studios and, of course, Wright Records that are, connected companies up in Orange County. You guys are in Lake Forest specifically, but, you're in the place nobody would expect you to be. It's the most beautiful, wonderful place.
We're conveniently located.
Conveniently located.
That's a salesman
beach
for you.
areas, San Diego, IE, Riverside, LA, Long Beach.
It is. It's the link.
We
really.
are 45 minutes from everybody.
Oh, I like that. 45 minutes from everybody. When we left off, we were talking about exactly what California Sound Studios and Wright Records does, which is a tremendous amount of things. And one of the things we wanted to talk about as we went into things is how we can send artists to you, but how do they have to be ready? What do they have to be ready to do? And, do they have to be ready to brand themselves? Do they have to be ready to package themselves? Do they have to be ready to put money out? Do they have to be ready to put money in? Do they have to be ready to follow specific directions for looking a certain way so you can sell them? We want to get into some of that stuff.
Yeah, or is that something that you guys all do?
Simple answer. Yes, yes, no, yes, no.
Okay, there it is.
Well, you heard it. You heard it here first on Girls Talk.
Thank you, and good night.
Right.
Break it down, Nathan.
No, really. It really depends on where they are at currently. Some artists have more experience than others and more capabilities than others and more marketability than others and so on. What we are looking for is artists that can be, in my opinion, they are the beginning and the end, and we're everything in between. They're going to be the writers. They're going to be making the music. If they can write music and record songs completely, tracked, mixed, and mastered on a professional level, I'm not just saying at home demos.
Right, which is different, folks. I just have to say that out loud. Okay, keep going.
No, clarify that because that's very important. I cannot work with anything that is not competitive.
Right.
Simply. If it is not competitive, it's a waste of my time. So it's got to be professionally recorded. It's got to be professionally, it's got to be
ready to go.
Ready to go.
Yeah. And what do you guys do with that? So one of the first steps, say you have an artist, and let's take, we have artists we know who are San Diego Music Award winners, who are original artists, who are acoustic or maybe a trio. They come to you. They've got maybe the beginnings of an album. They have a good sound. You like them. You want to kind of be part of what they're doing. What is the next step after you meet with them? You say, okay, you're going to record with us and or we're going to get you performing somewhere. What is usually the next thing you say to them, Nathan?
Could be either way. It could be performing, recording, publishing. It really depends. First, we need music, of course.
Of course.
So
what if they have a whole album already written and come in with it?
Then we would get into the studio and record.
There we go.
Ideally, I only represent, music that I record. A lot of times there's great music that is proposed to me, recorded by professional studios and musicians and producers and very high quality, that I hesitate on representing simply because it wasn't done by me. So the why in the road on there would be, do you have a running start, or am I going to really have to not only promote you, but advertise and, establish, educate the marketplace to even know you before I can start promoting you and making return.
Right.
Make sense?
So it's a big investment.
And that was going to be one of my questions, because when you have a certain staff and your studio has a certain sound that your certain staff puts forward, that's what you're talking about, right? You're basically the people that you work with. Like, let's get into talking to Kurt here for a second on that one, maybe, because he's the one.
Hello.
Yes, he does. You do a lot of that, right?
You have a sexy voice.
This is Theo.
Kurt Hartman.
How you doing?
So you do a lot of promotions, bookings, and talent buying, yeah, for California Sound Studios and for Wright Records.
Correct, yeah.
So where does that begin, and what are you looking for? Are you looking for pure talent, or are you looking for some mature people who aren't going to be more trouble than they're worth?
Well, I'm looking for both sides of the interest, both sides of the party. I want to get their interests involved because I want, where we send the band, we want that particular place to make money off sales. We want the band to make money. Basically, I'm just Nathan. Nathan treats me like I'm a dart. Says, "Go get it," and I attack it.
Wonderful.
Nice.
So, as part, I know just from, being an old lady in the business, for you, finding a gig, finding an event that's a good fit for the music you're trying to sell is half the battle, because finding a stage is not hard, but finding a stage that fits your talent can be a challenge. What's your criteria for getting a band on a good stage and giving them an opportunity to play, maybe opening for a bigger band that already has a draw, from your studio?
Can you repeat that?
Well, yeah, like you guys, I know you guys work in a lot of great stages. Do you have a criteria? Do they have to show you that they can do this live? And a lot of people are like, we are amazing.
They got to be amazing live. They got to bring the crowd. We're looking
when we're working with a headlining artist, they have a lot of overhead. We either need to be able to pay up front, or we need to be able to bring a huge audience. So they're looking for the artists that are going to bring an immediate crowd, to the immediate surroundings.
Yeah, and that's just reality of business most of the time, unless you're playing, at a casino somewhere where that's 2 or 200. Mm-hmm. Everybody out there, I think musicians at heart are like, I play for the music, I love it, and we love you for that, but we want you to also be able to have a draw.
So what we do is develop talent, get them to the point where they have an immediate fan base. So when we open for a major headliner, we're the ones that get called on. It helps the major artist and the promotions of that artist cut down on their overhead, because they just have to hire us now, and we're going to bring the local fan base.
You're filling the blanks for them. Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. Do you have a hard, Kurt, when you tell people, I've got this great group, and you guys have some really good bands, I've been listening, I've been watching what you guys are doing, reggae, you have R&B, you have a lot of people who do lay beats down and
some
rap,
country.
Cool stuff.
We need country.
Hey, I have a country band for you if you're looking for country.
All
right, I got a good country band
See,
for you.
already we're networking here.
Yes.
We really want everybody to know that, coming prepared is so important.
Yeah.
And so, Kurt, when you...
I wanted to finish on that.
Yeah.
So, the bookends. So we need artists that can initially write great music and record that music. We're going to do everything in between. We're going to make sure that artist is protected, the copyrights, their PRO, their performance right organizations like ASCAP and BMI are, set up, and all their songs are registered. And then we're going to distribute that music and publish and pop that into all the college and radio stations, and then get them out there and perform and really see what, the fan base, the market, appreciates from them.
What the response is. Yeah.
What the response is, exactly.
And then we assume you have a network already set up of all kinds of different venues.
Venues and promoters and booking agents and all the things. So what we need to do at that point is get out and perform. They need to have a solid look, stage presence, be able to interact with the fans, perform those songs, how they sound on their album, so on and so forth. All these things are very important, because if not, I'll just buy the CD and listen to it at home.
Forget it,
right? If I'm not going to see a show and be entertained, what's the point? I can just listen to the song at home, right?
It's huge. That's huge.
So that's what California Sound Studios does for musicians.
Exactly. We do what is very simply called the 2016 Artist Development Process.
Oh, I love it. Nice. We love the models.
And that's so enticing. Because, artists want to be artists, and they want to play and do their thing and write. When you do get pieces, and I know a lot of artists come in and they've got a whole album, or they've got 6 songs, and they think they're awesome. Do you guys have somebody who comes in and says, hey, we need a better hook here, or we need a better outro here? What are we going to do to improve this? Yeah.
So, I have 4 producers on staff, and we have many other producers that we can call upon, around the world. But my 4 in-house producers are very dynamic. I have my father, of course, who's from Chicago and Sonny and Cher in Kansas.
So much.
That classic rock style. And every producer has their own fingerprint, of course. So he's got that classic rock, Paul McCartney to Eric Clapton to Tom Petty kind of feel. I have Warren G, who does a lot of our hip hop stuff. Anybody, these guys, you got to pay them. They're just because they're available. They're there. They're looking for new talent. Let's make that clear. I have people calling and submitting all the time, and there's for some reason unaware that these people need to work for a paycheck.
Well, everybody's working,
and they're what's the word? In ratio to what their credibility is. So. Right. You need to come in with a budget. Just because they're willing to work with you doesn't mean they're willing to work for free.
So forever for free, or forever for under that budget forever.
That
and not
budget,
just for future royalties.
Exactly, not for future royalties. Who's to say you're going to make it big? They need an upfront, pay. The other producers I have is Ronnie King. He's the keyboardist from Offspring and Pepper. He's got that OC, SoCal, punk rock, ska, reggae.
So you don't have to settle for this one sound that the studio offers. And the reason I emphasize this, because we're going to be going into our next session soon, is in our next group, we really want to talk about how you match that, how receptive your artists are to tweaking and to changes, and what kind of effects you get when we can have the package instead of just everybody getting it out a la carte. So what do you think, Tracy? Are you ready? Is everybody taking notes?
Hold that thought, because we're going to go into what these guys do as far as artist trajectory, the future of the artist at California Sound Studios, and what they do with all the artists. And just we'll be right back. Just give us 3 minutes.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
On the internet, your business's reputation can be unjustly destroyed in an instant. Don't wait for that to happen. Building and marketing your 5-star reputation can increase your business by as much as 19%. Take control of your reputation and have the 5-star reputation you deserve with Reputation Marketing Solutions by DSI Development. Become the go-to company by visiting 5starrepmarketing.com. The number 5starrepmarketing.com.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit moesguitars.com or their Facebook page. mozeguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
You've heard me bragging about Progressive Medical Center and how they've helped me feel so much healthier. But one thing, Dr. Agoli, that a lot of people come to you with is just unexplained pain. They just can't get any relief. Why can Progressive Medical Center's Pain Management Center help them?
First of all, we have to acknowledge that pain is for real, and you've got acute pain and chronic pain. Here's the problem. That acute pain turns to chronic, which is long-standing, and no one's getting to the root cause. There's several key diagnostic components that help us get to the root of what's causing this pain. Is it inflammation? Once we do a thorough evaluation to get to the root cause, determine if it's structural or if it's a metabolic issue. And this way, we put an individualized program for pain management involving correcting the spine, using certain injections when necessary, and we get our patients out of pain quicker, and they stay out of pain because we teach them how to live their life well.
Don't let yourself live in pain any longer. Get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today at progressivemedicalcenter.com.
Progressive Medical, this is your life, live it well.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Talk to me.
Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Moe's Guitars is the proud sponsor of Girls Talk Rock. Over 35 years of helping girls and guys rock. Moe's Guitars, M-O-Z-E, guitars.com.
Welcome to Girls Talk Rock, where the musician's creativity finds its voice. And here are your hosts, Tracy Smith and Beth Venus.
We are back. We are back. Thank you, WSRadio.com, the worldwide leader in Internet talk, for having Girls Talk Rock. We just want to say that. And I also want to give a shout-out really quickly to Mike Ruggiello. Ruggiello. We love Mike Ruggiello. He is amazing. He's working over at the Rock and Roll San Diego.
Yes.
And if you answer a question after our show correctly, you can win a free guitar lesson from Mike Ruggiello.
Oops, there it is. He's that
There it
name.
is.
Say it out loud.
And we also want to thank Moe's Guitars, because Moe's Guitars has been in business 40 years. So thank you for supporting our show.
Here in San Diego.
All right,
they're
Beth,
trying
we're
rock and
going to get
roll.
into like what these guys are doing with, say it, Battle
of the
Bands.
Now,
Yes.
before all y'all roll your eyes and get into this, I've done this a million times
Yeah, I've
before.
been there, done that.
I want to just really just highlight, and of course I've known Nathan for a little longer than Tracy here, but I just have a lot of confidence in these projects that they do, these events they do, because not only can you be a part of it, listeners, you, my beautiful, wonderful little musicians out there, you can be a part of it if you submit to California Sound Studios, and we're going to give you those details. But, you know, if you get to the point where you are chosen to be in a showcase and get to compete, you're in a really great place. Nathan, you want to tell us more about that?
Absolutely.
Because it's coming up, yeah?
It's coming up the 22nd, 23rd, and the 29th and 30th. So 4 different nights of round 1. We have 40 bands performing.
Yeehaw.
10
Wow.
bands at each. And as of on the way down here, we are at capacity. So we had probably over 120 submissions. And I hate to say that we denied a lot of good talent because we are already full and there's some amazing talent that we've already confirmed. So come out and support these amazing bands. And we are looking to do this, you know, realistically, I would love to do this every 3 months, 4 times a year. I'm looking to do, you know, other genres. I'm looking to do, I know Beth, Beth, how we met was the under 18
Yeah, with the young
Battle
people,
of the
young
Bands
musicians.
contest. So I have driven down here tonight, and I can't wait until after this interview to discuss the under 18 Battle of the Bands contest that I have in mind that I want to partner up with you on.
Excellent.
But yeah, I want to do this a few times a year and find new talent that I can invest in. That unfortunately, you know, and I hate to say it, a lot of the best talent that comes to me just doesn't have the money to invest in themselves, and that's really what it takes. If you're going to be in any industry, in any business, you have to have finance. You have to have financial backing. In this industry especially, and especially because not only are you paying to make an album, but you got to get out and promote it. You got to have product on the shelf, merchandise.
You'll be part of the crew, working crew, right?
You got to really have a lot of money to be able to keep the engine moving. Or, you know, I say it's like a sailboat race. You might get a good start, great album, and then you're dead halfway through the race if that air stops, you know, blowing your sails.
So what is the partnership between California Sound Studios and the fiscal investment? Because, of course, the artist will have an emotional, psychological, and, actual art
What's really special about our business model. They, you know, the artists, and in order to capitalize on today's industry and today's market, a global market, I give artists 100% creative control and 100% ownership of their music. That allows them to make money and keep motivated. As soon as they're not making money, guess what happens? They're not available to perform. They got wife and kids and a day job or something to pay the bills, and you're not able to invest in the artists and recording and promoting them. So it has to be a win-win.
On both
so
sides.
Now you've been in this industry quite a while. What I want to know, and what I think everybody listening wants to know, is how do you see it different from, say, 2 years ago to where it is now, and where it's going to be 2 years from now, the actual industry?
Good question.
And how to get
well,
involved?
from 15 years to 2 years, there has been a total collapse on intellectual property protection and performance rights royalties. So I actually just met with Congresswoman Waterman, who I represent the Grammy Academy for the Orange County District, and we went and met with the 44th Congresswoman, who is the Orange County Congresswoman, to propose 3 bills, and that's specifically to get artists paid for radio, and performance royalties, which YouTube is stealing money from original composers. Anybody can make a song and YouTube it and make a living off of another composer's original material, and that original composer is not getting paid anything. Second, illegal downloads, with copyright infringement, that needs to be protected. We've been fighting for that forever. Nielsen SoundScan has really implemented a structure with ISRC codes and UPC codes to digitally embed into audio. And we need to make sure that we're protecting ourselves on that forefront and embedding those codes and coming to a cohesive solution so everybody's on the same page, and there's a remedy to that. So a lot of things that we can do to protect intellectual property and music and make sure that artists are getting paid. And when artists are getting paid, you're going to hear a plethora of new innovative music and entertainment come out that you just can't even imagine. They're just waiting in the sidelines.
They're waiting right there. I'm glad you brought up something. Go ahead, Tracy.
No,
so excited.
I was just going to go a little bit more into that and just say, so when the original artists play out in clubs, they're doing their own music, but anyone can go out there and copy the music that the original artist is out there playing in the club. So tell us a little bit about what you think about, clubs and that type of thing.
Oh,
I know we don't even going to get started on that.
That's probably a fourth or fifth forefront. Right now, what we need is to protect the internet.
What just goes out to the
Netherlands. Goes out. Yeah, basically, there needs to be either a fee to compose another artist's arrangements, or there needs to be a subscription fee for the viewer to watch and be entertained by that material. Somebody's got to pay the original composer. You cannot just take and steal music and make yourself famous and develop a career off of somebody else's
I think what I was talking about was like I'm a photographer, videographer. I go out and I take all kinds of people's original shows. Mm-hmm. And anytime they say go ahead and post it on YouTube, well, now it's out there in the public. So they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot by putting it on YouTube, right? Because
you kind of got to gauge it, though. Some of that is free promotions. So if it's a free YouTube video, a cell phone video of a live performance, that's great. You want people, when you go to a concert, Metallica or No Doubt, they want you to film that and post it up on your YouTube. It's free promotions for them. That gets all their friends and family excited. Hey, how was the show?
Yeah.
And that word of mouth, and that's free. That's great. But the content, the actual hard recording of that studio recording of the song or that music video of the song, that is, out-of-pocket expense for the artist or the label or the investors or whatever. They're paying for that product, and that's a product that needs to be sold. That is, it's a tangible product. It's intellectual property, but it's an intangible product that we need to make, encrypted so it's not able to be ripped off.
Well, and you bring up a great reason. And again, I can't emphasize this enough. Not that I don't really support everybody like recording at home and having a good time, but having a company like California Sound Studios come on board and be this umbrella for you. I'm a Grammy Music Academy member. I know Nathan is. I said it more than once on this program. See you at the
February
awards.
15th.
Did you buy the $1,500 ticket, Nathan?
I
bet you did. He's going to see me back in the rafters.
I might walk past
Maybe
you
not
on
with
my
our
way
media
in.
pass. We might get backstage.
I get my invitation. That's flashy enough for me. But but what I want to highlight to our artists is when you are starting out and you need protection and know-how. You're a member of BMI, ASCAP, all the distributors, Music Academy is huge. I mean, for heck, they got everybody being able to transport their guitars on a plane without damaging it.
Can I make a note? You have to be registered. You have to have all your songs, all the paperwork done. This stuff is not paid in retrospect. If you do not if your song is being used and you find out about it, you can correct the problem for the future. But you don't get paid for what has been used.
What's already been used.
You know.
And how many artists out there have had that happen where you said, we were in the room, I recorded, I wrote with that person, and now they're off making money and I'm not on the paperwork anywhere. That's not going to happen.
Get it done right
Do
at
it
the
right.
beginning.
I guess my big lecture here is, don't be penny wise, pound foolish.
Oh,
right. There are great studios out there. California Studios is one of them. That's why we have them here. I think it's such a benefit for artists to really consider the umbrella that you're under when you have people with the know-how from Grammy, from BMI, from ASCAP, from the rules and regulations going on and protecting yourself.
Yeah, you can see everything that we're involved in. We're on the Grammy Academy. We're ASCAP, BMI, CSAC.
It's a lot of protection. It's like
everything is transparent, and that's really what I pride our system on. It helps me not have to work so hard.
When we come back, we'll find out what our winners of your Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, they get to be famous.
They get to be famous.
Good luck, guys.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit moesguitars.com or their Facebook page. mozeguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
Has your business been appified? Are you tired of doing marketing that doesn't deliver results? Mobile apps build loyalty and quality retention. Your app from UPG Mobile puts your business on their mind and at their fingertips. UPG Mobile will give you a custom app highlighting how you are unique, targeting your message, and improving your open rates. Appify your business and amplify your presence with your customers at upgmobilemarketinggroup.com.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
I raised $8,000 to build schools for South African children. After realizing how many people go hungry in San Diego, I now volunteer at a food pantry.
I'm spending the next year doing volunteer projects across 3 countries and helping in ways they designate to be the most helpful.
The World Link program at the Joan B. Kroc Institute for Peace and Justice recognizes the potential of youth as agents of social change. Learn how you can help youth become a generation of leaders in action at peace.sandiego.edu.
You've heard me bragging about Progressive Medical Center and how they've helped me feel so much healthier. But one thing, Dr. Agoli, that a lot of people come to you with is just unexplained pain. They just can't get any relief. Why can Progressive Medical Center's Pain Management Center help them?
First of all, we have to acknowledge that pain is for real, and you've got acute pain and chronic pain. Here's the problem. That acute pain turns to chronic, which is long-standing, and no one's getting to the root cause. There's several key diagnostic components that help us get to the root of what's causing this pain. Is it inflammation? Once we do a thorough evaluation evaluation to get to the root cause, determine if it's structural or if it's a metabolic issue. And this way, we put an individualized program for pain management involving correcting the spine, using certain injections when necessary, and we get our patients out of pain quicker, and they stay out of pain because we teach them how to live their life well.
Don't let yourself live in pain any longer. Get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today at progressivemedicalcenter.com.
Progressive Medical, this is your life, live it well.
Talk to me.
Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Moe's Guitars is the proud sponsor of Girls Talk Rock. Over 35 years of helping girls and guys rock. Moe's Guitars, M-O-Z-E, guitars.com.
Welcome to Girls Talk Rock, where the musician's creativity finds its voice. And here are your hosts, Tracy Smith and Beth Venus.
Cool, we are back. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk to these guys right now about some more details when it comes to the Battle of the Bands, because we got to find out where it's located. We got to find out some stuff from Kurt as well. Like, he's the booking man. So what we want to talk to Kurt about right now is, dude,
yes,
how hard is it to deal with artists sometimes when it comes to bookings? Honestly, be honest.
Very hard, but I have to understand that I come from a background where I gave my parents a hard time too, so I guess this is kind of
payback?
Payback, exactly.
That's a great metaphor. So you work with venues, clubs, main stages, all kinds of traveling shows. What's some of the consistent stages that you like working with, that you like getting your artists on?
I would like to say them all.
Do it, man. That's why we're here.
Give us some names. We like venue names.
Hello, Sammys. Hello, Perks. Hello, Knuckleheads. You guys are hosting our Battle of the Bands first round. Thank you very much. We will not let you down. Trust me.
Awesome. That's what we want to hear, because we want to hear like where the pride comes from, where the passion comes from. Doing the booking job is so hard.
You got to be aggressive. You got to deal with multiple personalities. There's cancellations. There's a lot of aspects to it.
No, well, and for you as an individual, I know you're working with these really difficult people over here. Right. They're my family.
You're fired, Nathan.
Hello, Nathan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hey,
I
nice
say
to
that
meet
in
you.
jest because the entire family are just
They're
really
all
good
cool.
people.
It's
good
now
people.
Kurt Hartman Records.
Right. But you're there, I know, working with venues, clubs, main stages, and some are smaller, some are bigger. Do you guys like using the backline they have there when it's a smaller stage like that? You bring your own supplies, and especially when you have a Battle of the Bands, I'm sure you have something pretty stable set up. What do you tell these artists they've got to do? Get in, get out, use what's there, or do you let them tote stuff all over the place and kill time?
Well, for Battle of the Bands, everyone has to arrive at 6. Everyone starts at 7. Random drawings. Everyone must stay till the end to see. We're gonna have 3 winners, so we're gonna have a set drum. The drummer will have to bring his hi-hat, everything
We'll
like
have
that.
We'll have it backlined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and you guys, and do you like to bring your own sound tech, or you let the
We'll have
the location use
Jesse
theirs?
Wright, our head engineer from the studio, is going to be running sound at all the shows. So
Very cool. That makes a huge difference for bands to have somebody qualified
Yeah,
there.
we want a cohesive sound and level check, and we want a very efficient change out. A lot of the things that we're looking for, music and the stage presence and performance is all great, but I'm looking for professionalism, a hustle before and after, of breaking down, making sure you're looking out for the next band coming on. The professionalism that goes into me
package,
investing in you. When we start getting into the studio, sending you out on shows, all that stuff's going to be so magnified.
Right, you're going to be really having your eye on.
And I'm sure that there's security in the clubs, because I've been hearing and seeing a lot lately on Facebook. All my friends are musicians, and they're all talking about, oh my God, this got stolen, that got stolen. Watch out for your own stuff. So security is definitely a major thing that we got to look out for.
I hope somebody messes with us.
Don't even try. Have you seen these guys? These big guys.
No ISIS members at our shows, please.
That's right. We get taken out. These are big guys. Well, Tracy and I also, we're working musicians, and I'm enthusiastic about supporting other musicians.
Awesome.
And love seeing you guys be a great liaison to finding great art. What is the winner of this? What can they do?
So we're looking to establish, develop and establish the next big thing. This is a filtering process to find somebody who has potential. So here's
just finding
40,
the diamond.
Yeah,
we're going to polish
exactly.
it.
Here's the ore. We need to start sifting out, that little fragment of gold. If we can find one out of this or one out of the next 4, I would be impressed. I know how hard it is after being in this game for 15 years.
Right.
And seeing my father. I kind of took it for granted, actually, getting into this after, my dad's success. So what we want to do is really find the next artist that we can establish, and that is from music to look to work ethic and professionalism and all the other markets that go into it.
And that's really the total picture for all our musicians here in Southern California, and especially San Diego, our beloved San Diego. We want to make sure that if you guys submit for their next Battle of the Bands, which will be up and coming, they look like they'll be doing this quarterly at California Sound Studios. This is a big opportunity to be in a partnership with somebody who will invest in you. So not just you have to invest in you, but it looks like they'll invest in you especially if you are
if you have
shine.
what it takes. I would love to invest in a win-win scenario. I cannot seem to find that. So here's an opportunity. Show me what you have. 3 shows. First shows are going to be, we have Perks on the 22nd and Knuckleheads on the 23rd, and then Sammy's Original on the 29th and Blacklight District in Long Beach on the 30th.
All right, now give us your links so that we can send them to your websites and stuff.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome.
Right Records. It's Right, WRIGHT, Records, RECORDS.com. And you can see everything going on there. This is just the 4 shows for round 1. We have 10 bands at each show. Round 2 will be in February. And then round 3, the finals, will be the beginning of March at House of Blues in Anaheim.
Nice
The winner is going to be, pulled into this scenario. We have some amazing talent. We have some amazing, judges, some celebrities and professionals with a lot of success coming out to judge and see what we're capable of finding if it's something that we can take to the next level.
Well, 2 things. I just want to tell artists, not only is this a great network opportunity, just not only with Nathan Wright and Kurt Hartman here with California Sound Studios and Right Records, but it's also a great opportunity to network with other musicians. If those of you, especially here from San Diego and Orange County, who are going to be going up to NAMM anyway, you're going to be there. You're going to be there on the 22nd
Might as well
and 23rd.
stop by and say hi.
You need to go over there. Everybody's looking for a great live show to go to on those nights. We just found where you need to be. Okay, y'all?
It is a battle, so it will be fun, right?
So the 22nd and 23rd is NAMM, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's going to be the 22nd at Perks in Huntington Beach.
That's right down the street, people.
Mm-hmm. And then the 23rd is at Sammy's in Lake Forest.
Oh, Lake Forest. That is like 15 minutes.
I'm sorry.
Knuckleheads is in San Clemente.
San Clemente.
Knuckleheads is the 23rd.
Wonderful. And that's just, you guys, 20 minutes here or there from NAMM if you're already in the area. I can't urge you enough
go to
be a part of it.
rightrecords.com. All of the flyers are on there. Follow us on social media, Right Records, California Sound Studios.
And then they can decide if they want to be a part of it. Hey, guys, I hate to tell you this. But
before we go, we got to do this. We got to do this. Now, Beth,
be quick.
You know that Beth and I do Quattro questions
The
at the end
Quattro.
of it.
Go, I'm ready.
Maybe you don't know, but
here we are.
This is to find out exactly who you guys
I'm
are.
ready. Brown.
If you're any piece of music history, which one are you? Any piece of music in history?
The Beatles.
Oh.
Okay. What about it, Kurt?
Listeners will be ashamed, but Snoop Dogg.
Oh, there you go. I like it. All right. So if you're going to go to any concert in history, which concert are you at?
Oh, Pink Floyd, The Wall for sure.
There you go.
Closed-minded Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
He's a fan of one artist.
What current artist are you sitting in with at a show? We were going to ask your dad that, but might as well ask you guys that.
Artist. I got to say probably Joe Walsh.
Okay.
I love it. That's okay, and that is dating him because that is not his generation, people.
That's not, but I know he's probably a lot of fun.
Kurt?
What's that question?
What artist?
Well,
would
we
you
know
be-
your answer.
Yeah, right.
Snoop Dogg, right?
And also who we represent right now, the Original Lights.
Oh, you got to
They've
say
opened my mind to a new kind of music in all genres.
Look them
Oh
up.
my God! Okay,
Sorry,
last question. Who is the current artist that you want in your studio right now recording?
I'm going to say, and she already knows it, Gwen Stefani.
Oh my God!
You know what, Gwen
That's a
wants
good
to be
one.
down
I'll
there.
go with it.
You heard it,
Oh,
everybody.
man, you
Call
heard it here
California
first.
Sound Studios. Look them up online. Look for Right Records. You want to be part of this competition. And if you're not part of the competition, you want to be part of their studios. Get on their radar today. Tracy?
Thank you, WSRadio.com, the worldwide leader in Internet talk, for having us. Girls Talk Rock every week, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. We'll see you next week.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit moesguitars.com or their Facebook page. MOZEguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Take a break from politics. Tune in and learn something. WS Radio shows are worth your time and are filled with tips and advice. Add us to your lunch routine, and we'll give you a meal for your mind.
Do you want to be a professional coach? Are you in business trying to make a real difference with people you manage or work with? Have you started a coaching practice that isn't quite getting off the ground? Get the skills you need to be a successful coach today with the Coaches Training Program from Accomplishment Coaching. The Coaches Training Program will show you how to help others focus and be more fulfilled. Whether you want to improve your company's bottom line or create a thriving coaching practice, Accomplishment Coaching can give you the distinctions and practices you need to coach others effectively today. Accomplishment Coaching has spent 6 years developing a cutting-edge coaches training program that will have you ready to coach people professionally in just 12 months, and you don't have to take time off work to do it. To find out more about the Coaches Training Program, just call 1-888-548-6813. That's 1-888-548-6813.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect. Be sure to tune in weekly to Vin Village Radio for exclusive, in-depth interviews with the who's who in wine and food.